Hello, everyone. My name is Darius Graham, and the research subject of my paper was problems within organizational communication. Organizational communication is imperative to organizations in the contemporary world, especially. Today, companies are expected to offer really nice products and really nice services to their consumers, but a lot of companies also forget about the importance of internal communication within their organization. Um, the research that I put together within my research paper discusses some of the main problems that affect organizational communication um, within today's world. Um, Organizational communication has in the recent past become increasingly important. You'll see many companies go out of their way to do things like put together trainings, do seminars for their employees, do evaluations, do questionnaires, and they're all sorts of things because companies now realize how important it is to have organizational communication and how important it is to be good with their communication within the organization. The importance of communication in the companies has become elderly and widely understood to many around the world. Many companies realize that no matter how good their products or their services are, that they will not be successful without good internal communication. Studies have shown that organizations with good communication are more profitable and more thriving than than organizations without good communication. Organizational communication is the exchange of ideas, views, and information within and outside the organization. So, exchanging, feedback, uh, far as communication with orders and stuff like that, coming out of pipeline. I remember in grade school, we used to play this game. It was I don't know what the name of it was, but the concept of it was basically the teacher would start the she would start at the beginning at the front of the class with a sentence, and the sentence had to make it around to the end of the class, But when it made it around to the end, it had to be the exact same sentence. Man, as kids, we without even knowing it, we basically were learning how important communication was. So she would start the sentence, and we would start with someone, and it would get passed around the room. And we would try it 3 or 4 times, but it would never seem to get around and be the exact same sentence that she started off with. And that was because we had some sort of lack of communication, some sort of misinterpretation of words or something like that. There are 3 forms of organizational communication. There are internal operational communication, external operational communication, and personal communication. Internal operational communication is the communication that takes place in an organization during or carrying out an organization's operations. So that's basically anything going on within inside your organization, whether it be following orders or taking on tasks that may have been assigned to you from a superior, things of that nature. Employees and managers and board of directors, all kind of participants of the form of communication which take place either in a written form or oral form. External operational communication is on the other hand, so it takes place with external groups, such as intel customers, government agencies, suppliers, and special interest groups. Then the personal communication is the type of communication that occurs while exchanging personal information. So ideas, views, feelings, and all sorts of things within within the organization. Within the fast-paced and growing global market, with technology improving every day, the internet becoming more pivotal within organizations' success, face-to-face organization has become one of those lost things. At times, it is necessary for emails and communication via the internet. But at times there is a time where it's needed to be a face-to-face communication, and that way, a lot of things won't get misconstrued and left out. There's been plenty of times where I'm pretty sure you guys have seen it too, where you've texted someone and they try to base what you're saying off the tone through the text, and when you finally meet up and talk to them, the message was completely interpreted the wrong way. Those kind of things happen a lot within organizational communication. Organizations send emails out and all stuff like that, and they might put extra emphasis on certain things, and it really may not be that important to the employee, but it's really important to the superior. So their message and interpretation of that message is kind of lost, and it's one of those things where it's better to just have face-to-face conversation, whether it be maybe it takes a little more time to go actually meet up with this person, but at least your message won't get lost or misconstrued. It's been shown that the more effective communicators within organizations are the more successful people within that organization as well. Because they know how to communicate their message to the superiors and to the people that work under them. And so naturally, when you can communicate your message clearly to people, you're always going to get good results, because you're always going to get the results that you want. When the people who are not effective communicators within the organizations usually are the people who like the promotions, who stay stuck in one job for a long time and spread negative propaganda throughout the organization. Another problem with organizational communication is the lack of honesty within the communication. So some organizations may feel the need to hide information from their workers, whether it be sensitive information, whether it be information that they think that no one needs to know besides them. But studies have shown that one of the number one things that drive employees away from organizations is the lack of honesty. No one wants to feel like they're being lied to, or they won't feel like things are being hidden from them, whether it's within organization communication, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in friendships or whatever. No one likes to get lied to. So when companies or organizations feel like they, feel the need to hide things from their employees, and then their employees find out that, the things that they were hiding from them or something that maybe could help them, that kind of drives them away, and it kind of causes a disconnect within the organization. Another thing that causes a lot of friction within communication, within organizational communication, is the lack of feedback. So a lot of companies don't receive a lot of feedback from their employees or their customers or anything. So they don't actually know when they're doing something wrong. The companies that do receive the feedback from their customers and their employees are the companies who can address certain problems and address them head on and fix those problems, and then continue to improve on their communication between the employees, the customers, the superiors, and everything like that. So those are some of the things I share within my research paper. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys have experienced a lot of these things that I share within my research. And if you haven't experienced any of these things, hopefully you learned something from my presentation that you can take back to your organization and apply it to the everyday life within your organization. Thank you guys for watching.